as I said, with bands that actually perform and play, they have all those rehearsal times and stuff like that. Um, and I guess they do have they probably, I don't know, somebody must have spoken to them, because Michaels is telling you this because he didn't start off like that, but he learned it, and look at where they are still now. As Chris said, they learned from U2. U2 says yes, they've seen others and things like that. As he was telling you this, you shut that out, but then did you think it could be a problem down the road? The fact that, as because Brian Alexander Morgan, he says that because he wrote the hits for SWV, that first album,
Mm.
he was getting the money. But then as recording artists, there was a disparity, and their manager at the time was saying, "Yeah, Brian's taking." So that was the sense of, "Hey, we sing the songs, and you're taking all the money. What's going on? So we're not going to use you as much on our second album."
Yeah,
Because people not knowing the business side, but they must have
yeah.
seen the fact that you were getting, if the publishing for If I Ever Fall in Love, and like, hey, what's going on here? Does that to separate, or does somebody have explain and they say, okay,
I would describe our circumstance very much like theirs, except that I was in the group. That's the difference, you know. Um, yeah, what happens is, yeah, everyone wants to be involved with what generates the most revenue and what gets you the most credit. And I think that was the case before money too, by the way. I think, there's always that feeling that everyone wants credit for everything.
mm.
And I think it compounds once fame and oops, oh, that was wild. That's my desk. I think
Okay.
once I think once edit that part. Once once fame and notoriety become part of it, yeah, I think that everyone wants to be a part of and get paid for everything. And I think it's a natural thing that happens.
Wow.
And I would definitely say that yeah, because the way then when SWV's team or chirp whoever's chirping, and I love them. I'm still very close with Taj from SWV. Um, and I certainly wouldn't speak for them, but I was around during that time for sure. I think a similar thing happens where people are chirping, saying, "Look, well, then you need to write more. You need to write the songs. Then if someone else is getting it, why are you playing second? You know,
Mm.
situation." I think that conversation starts, and I think also people in general want to flex and show what they can do, think they have the ability, whether
Mm.
it's true or not, to be able to make that same contribution. And so, in a way, yeah, um, I was sort of, you know, I'll say this: I had to take a back seat in terms of the writing and production on the second one because it needed to feel like it was a group effort in order
Mm.
for it to be equitable. And quite frankly, that wasn't the best for us creatively, you know.
Mm.
And it's like, and of course, that's getting perceived different ways because of fame and money.
Yeah.
And so, whereas I should have been writing most of the songs, that's what got us there. I should have been writing and producing most of the records, but at the same time, the rest of the group, and not everyone was the same. I can't speak for individuals. I know Mark. I don't think Mark had that mindset at all. But I'd say probably yeah. Darnell and Garfield specifically wanted to flex themselves and show more of what they could do, which is fair.
Mm.
Uh, but at the same time, I had the track record, and the Shai sound was coming through my pen. And I think I think had I had the foresight to understand that that sharing everything may have released some of that pressure and allowed what was creatively best to happen,
Yeah.
it's impossible to know how big of a role those circumstances played in how we creatively move forward, right?
Yeah.
I can certainly say that they did. And that's too bad because not but to circle back around to something you were talking about, this is not, there's no class for this,
Yeah.
right? There's no, and unless you have a team of experienced people who have gone through many of these rodeos, and usually those people who do have this experience are occupied dealing with superstar artists. They're on high demand and are busy. It's very unusual to be able to go back and learn some of this stuff, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think had we been around experience, and then to a point you brought up earlier, the experienced executives in R&B who were dominating, they had a different mindset. Their mindset was, we don't need to teach. I mean, it's not our job to teach them how this works. Now, I'm again, culture eats initiatives for breakfast. When the culture in Black music is, or maybe all Black music, because, but when it seems that the culture in Black music is to keep the audience or to keep the artist with limited knowledge base, or how they would frame it, it's not up to us to educate the artist to maximize their leverage. Yeah, well, this is what we have. And again, I've heard Taylor Swift make these same arguments. So that's why I say it's not just Black music. Like, she record all her music over again because she didn't have it. It wasn't hers.
Yeah.
So you have to know these things. And the only way to know is to get your ass kicked, like what happens with most artists, and then figure it out. Not everyone has the resources to go and record all their music. Frankly, the courage to do it,
yeah,
and the leverage to do it, But look at, that was what, 20 years into her career, 15 years into her career that she did that. Yeah. So just think, if Taylor Swift, the biggest artist on the planet, has to endure that, just think about what everyone else, how they're truly positioned, in terms of their leverage. So, and all those factor into how a band makes its decisions, and who lives and who doesn't.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of Halftime Chat. Please remember to subscribe, share, and comment. But most importantly, why don't you become a member of Halftime Chat? We've got amazing videos, amazing perks, and being able to support the channel. But anyway, thanks for watching. Take care.
I never participated in that category.
Somewhere in between.
For even loving us, on which I didn't miss you with.
What was it like growing up?
She's still making an impact on 4 houses down.
I have a couple pieces.
Trying to get this one and that one.
That works for you, but just for me,
No. Okay, you're okay.
They don't understand what Jonas Boys and men and all spirits.
Play it.
I mean, I love all different genres.